Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, House of Standards, a channel that challenges people or encourages people to challenge themselves to higher standards. And I'm one of those people, y'all. I'm being challenged every single day, every week. I'm being challenged. Y'all know I'm on this journey. For those of you who follow me, you know I'm on a journey of trying to be consistent in every area of my life. This week it was being intentional. I had great intentions to do a lot of things, but this was a hard week, y'all. I could not finish the task that I set out to do this week. It's been very hectic, very busy, and I couldn't keep up. I'm not gonna hold you. The week started out very well. It was a good week starting, but then it just got super busy. I didn't keep in account that my children will be home majority of the week. So like on Wednesday they had no school. Thursday they had a half a day, which means they get home at 2 o'clock. They get out of school at 1:15. They get home at 2 o'clock because they catch the bus. Friday was another half a day. Friday evening, they had like a basketball banquet for the kids. So even though it's 2 o'clock and then the banquet was at 6, in between that time, I'm sitting here running around at different stores to get a whole bunch of sports equipment and clothes and shoes and finding cleats for the kids because they had soccer starting today. Yeah, you're like, well, why didn't you get that stuff before? Well, you know, sometimes you just do things last minute. Because at first we thought that they had like raggedy shoes that they can just, or old shoes that they can just run around in, and they don't. Because I already had kind of cleared out all their old shoes a little while ago. So they didn't have any like shoes that they can really dirty up. So I had to go out and just find a whole bunch of cleats and stuff like that for the kids. Because my oldest two, they're in soccer. My younger two boys, they're in t-ball. And today was the games. Right now, I'm actually driving to New York City to pick up my nephew who is flying in from Dubai. So I got to pick him up at the JFK. So I'm driving 2 hours there. It's not that long of a drive. That's good. But I got to come back, and I'm trying to rush back so that I can make my son's playoff game at 1:30. Let's see how that works out. Because they said originally like his playoff game was going to be at 7 p.m. and it got switched to 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Alright, so I'm going to try my best to get back in time to see my son in his playoff game. So that's today. That was yesterday. Thursday was another half day for my kids. There was like a lot of things I had to get done because my nephew is coming in, like I said, from Dubai. He's going to be with us for about 2 months. So we wanted to make sure his room was all set up for him. Make sure, you know, he had the things that he needed just to make him feel comfortable. Because our third floor is almost like an apartment. So I just wanted to make sure that was all situated. And then I had like a million clothes to fold. I'm washing clothes, I'm folding clothes. And let me tell you, a family of 6, and if you skip a week, it's just clothes overload. So I just have so much clothes to wash and folding, and I'm still in the midst of folding and all that good stuff. I did go to the gym twice this week. If you watched my last video, my intentions were to go to the gym at least 3 to 4 times this week. I only made it to the gym twice. I did work out 2 times at the house on the days I couldn't make it to the gym. All right. And it was the first time at home, I would say it was a pretty good workout. It was. The second time was kind of like, you know, little cute stuff. It wasn't nothing major. But I did not meet my goal of going to the gym 3 to 4 times. That was on my intention list. I did not make it to the charity, the organization that I wanted to donate clothes to, which is called Cradle to Crowns. I did find an organization that I want to be a participant in and consistently giving goods to, and eventually volunteering on the times and the days that they have times to volunteer. So it's called Cradle to Crowns, which is an organization for women and children. And so I'm glad I did find it. That was on my to-do list, is to find an organization. But I also wanted to go ahead and donate clothes, which I did not, because I did clean out my boys' clothes, my drawers, but I didn't do my daughter's yet. She has a lot more for me to do. And not only am I cleaning the drawers out as far as seeing what they can wear and what they cannot wear, I'm also reorganizing where their stuff is at too. So I did the 3 boys, I didn't do my daughters, and that's kind of what I'm waiting on before going ahead and donate it. Although I probably could have and just did what I have, because I already have 3 bags in my trunk right now that needs to go. I could have just dropped it off just to complete my task for the week, but I didn't make it. So again, the week did not go as planned, because when the kids are home from school, I got to make sure they are busy doing something. I can't just be gone from the house because my husband works from home and they like to bicker and fight and scream and yell, chase each other around the house. So I got to make sure that the volume is low. Although he works on the 3rd floor, you can still hear, the noise below. And I don't want that to interfere with his job. So for me to just go to the gym and do this, I can, but I gotta trust that my kids are not gonna be acting like complete crazy kids around the house, being crazy around the house. Now I know y'all be like, well, why don't you just take the kids? Trust. First of all, I don't like to be inconvenienced if I don't have to be, okay? I'm just, that's a little I wouldn't call it selfish, but if I don't need to drag my kids all around the city with me, trust, I'm not trying to do all that. First of all, if I work out at the Y, they can't be in the gym with me because they're not of age. And then for my kids, don't feel like they feel like they too old for like that child care, which they are old. My 2 youngest ones can go in there, but they get a little bored in there, so they don't want to be there. All they do is color. And so they're like, I don't want to go to the baby room. And my oldest son, he's 9, but if he wants to go to the gym to play basketball, he needs an adult, so that, which takes me away from working out. That, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of more of an inconvenience than it is then it is like, oh, let me just bring them along and we can all have a fun time together. No, I like to move from one place to the next. I don't really like taking my kids out to the grocery store when I'm trying to grocery shop. For those parents who knows how the kids are, they like to ask for everything, and I'm not trying to say no all day long. So let me go grocery shopping on my own time, by myself. I know what I need. I know what the kids like. Let me do that, right? I don't need 4 kids coming with me, pulling and grabbing at stuff that I'm not going to buy. It's just annoying. It's very annoying to me. So when I go out and run my errands, I really like to be by myself. I just do. I like to be in my own head, my own thoughts. I just like to just move the way I like to be moved, Because I swear, for my kids, ain't nothing, they want everything. They want everything. So anyway, so Wednesday they were home. Thursday they had a half day of school, and then I had 2 parent-teacher conferences on Thursday. I had a parent-teacher conference on Friday. That took up time as well. My days, to me, I feel like are cut short anyway, because my youngest son, I have to pick him up by 2:30. So before I know it, my mornings is cut short, because 2:30, it comes faster than most people think, right? So I drop him off by 8:30. No, I'll take that back. By like anywhere between 8:30 to 9 o'clock, I drop them off. And I feel like when I go to the gym, I want to be at the gym at 9 to be done by 10 o'clock, right? To be back at my house at 10. I'm only literally like about 5-6 minutes away from the gym. So I can like wrap up stuff at 9:50 at the gym, be home by 10 o'clock. But to me, that 1 hour, this is one of the reasons why I don't like going to the gym, because I feel like that 1 hour is taking up time for me doing something else that I could be doing productively, right? But I know that it's a necessity to really work my body out. So I'm trying to fit it in and not count that hour as an hour, and just really count my morning starting at 10 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. Does that make sense? But 10 o'clock, before I know it, it's already like 1:30, and I'm like, oh, I gotta start getting myself together to go get my son. So like being consistent, I have to, it's a lot. It's more so, it's not even so much being consistent, which it is, but it's more so about having the proper time management to manage everything I need to do within that amount of time. Because really by 2:30, once I pick him up, that's a whole different shift, because he gets home at 2:30. She said we get back to the house by about 2:30, 2:40. My other kids get home around, like, after catching the bus and stuff, they get home around 4, because they get out at 3:15, get on the bus. Okay, yeah, about 4 o'clock they get home. That's a whole nother shift, because now I got to get into family mode, and that is making sure they get their homework done, making sure they're not, doing dumb stuff, playing too rough, or whatever the case may be. All right, this is when the dinner gets started. Cleaning up the house, because you got to clean up after these kids, or you tell these kids to clean up. And so I'm constantly focused on the kids in the house and not so much me. So the mornings is all I have. So I have to really learn how to manage my time better. And so I'm like, well, to take an hour at the gym, is that necessary? Do I need a full hour at the gym? How can I make this better for me? And then come home and have a game plan, So like, if I have to run errands, usually I run errands right after I go to the gym. So if I have to go to any stores or whatever, go to the gym right after I drop off my son, be at the gym at 9 o'clock. 9 to, like I said, 9:50 or whatever, leave the gym. If I have to go to the stores, that's the time to go, because most stores will open at 10 o'clock anyway. And then come home and do whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I just have to make sure I am staying on a tight schedule, and make sure the night before I schedule out my morning for the next day. If I can do that, I should be able to stay consistent in the areas that I really need to work on, which would be working out, business, right? Picking up my child, because right now he's the only one I need to pick up, okay? And the home life. Really, I should be able to do all that. It really shouldn't be that hard. But it's the idle, you know what I mean? It sounds good, but when you don't have a full plan, it could not go in favor to how I see it to happen. So anyway, I'm just being completely honest with you. This week, I give myself a D. If I'm completely honest with you, I'll give myself a complete D, because I did not complete the list that I had stated in the last video. It's not an F, because there are some areas I did still. I did cleaning the kids' clothes. I did go to the gym twice. I did find an organization, right? Oh, don't forget. Oh, I had lunch. I had breakfast. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. Another thing I put on my list for being intentional was to meet up with a friend, and to actually get out of the house to meet up with a friend. And I did do that on Tuesday, and that's why I didn't go to the gym again. Okay, that's right. I did go to breakfast with a friend on Tuesday. I almost forgot. Yes. Alright, I bumped my grade up to a C. Because I did meet up with a friend for for breakfast. That was like 41 minutes to get there. She was late, which caused for the breakfast to go a little longer than what it had to be. So I was there for like about an hour and a half at breakfast. We just sitting here chit-chatting and talking or whatever. I didn't get home until about 1 something. So that's another 40 minutes coming back, right? Okay. Yes. And then I had enough time to pick up my son from school. Ooh, all right. So I forgot about that. I did meet up with a friend. So I rate myself a C. I give myself a C, y'all. Yes. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I got another like probably 40 minutes on the road. I'm almost there to New York. It's bright, it's sunny, it's nice. I just want to give you guys an update on this past week. God knows my heart. I really am trying to stay consistent. Being consistent, it is not as easy as most people will make it seem like, you know, because you have to really be intentional on doing it and not give yourself any kind of excuses. But things happen, as you can see, and so it's up to us to make sure we fix what we're inconsistent with. So I now know I need to be better at time management. If I'm going to be consistent in any area of my life, I have to manage the time better. So that's what I see that I lack, time management. And now I need to work in that area to be more consistent with sticking to a schedule. Creating a schedule and sticking to a schedule. So that's what I got out of this week. And being able, and also being able to be realistic with time. Okay, because I really don't feel like time is on my side. And not give myself so much time to do something, if that makes sense. So I have to learn how to work faster and more efficiently to keep the time down and not procrastinate thinking I have more time than what I really have. So I have to work on my time management. And that's the flaw that I saw for this week. I didn't manage it well. Alright, so hopefully, I know this is more of a video that I'm just rambling on about me, but I want you to see how I'm not perfect in this area. This is a struggle for me, being consistent, but I'm also trying to find out the why. And I get my why for this week. Alright, and hopefully you are able to identify what you are struggling with and how you can perfect it as well. Alright, well, God is love, and I love you guys, and thank you for watching for this week's video. This is just an update from the last video, just to let you know how my week went. I will post another video regarding my next week's topic or theme or area of focus with consistency, so that y'all can just follow my journey. All right, again, sorry that the video is like this. You guys are looking at me at a different angle. Is this because I have to sit you here? I don't have my my phone tripod for the car. It broke, so you gotta sit through my steering wheel. Unfortunately. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Until next time, love you. House of Standards.